After finishing the 2019 fall season in last place, HFX Wanderers set about overhauling their roster for the 2020 campaign. Prominent figures including Matthew Arnone and Mohamed Karuma were among 17 players that did not return, but the spine of Christian Oxner, Peter Schala, Andre Rampersad, and Akeem Garcia remained intact. Hoping to help improve the Wanderers' fortunes were new recruits such as Brazilian playmaker João Morelli and highly rated midfielder Abubakar Sissoko.
Welcome back to beautiful Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, from the home of the UPEI Panthers, and for the next several weeks, the 2020 Canadian Premier League season. It's our nation's two coastal clubs chomping at the bit to shake off the rust after 301 days since their last competitive fixtures when the 2019 regular season's wrapped up on October the 19th. All set for an in-swinging corner. Low and ahead is met. And unable to put anything to it, it's James Jaffrard. Pamadouka really having a connection with his players early, and it helps when you speak multiple languages. Artie spoke 3 languages from the touchline. Some Spanish to Blasco, some English, and then French to the 4th official, Lozier. Whistle finally blows. Bent and Worth collide. Morelli, oh, that's easy. Into the right side of the net. His first goal in the Canadian Premier League, the Brazilian. 1-0 to HFX Wanderers inside 12 minutes. Lovely touch outside. Victor Blasco in the box. Victor Blasco in the middle. Oh, Taron Campbell. He's going to be disappointed with that one. And the 30-minute mark so far, it's a PK from João Morelli, the difference. His first goal in the Canadian Premier League. Pacific looking to answer. It's Victor Blasco to the middle. Victor Blasco well off target. Taron Campbell, lovely ball into space for Victor Blasco. Heavy touch, in on the charge, Jake Ruby. Victor Blasco! Oh, just a few yards away from the far post. So close to tying this matchup in the 59th minute, Victor Blasco. No foul this time, immediately waved away by the referee. Now it's Pacific back in transition. Blasco ahead with Taron Campbell. Taron Campbell with a little bit of a chip off the crossbar. Bustos, wide open cage. Verhoeven comes running in. Verhoeven now with space. How's it go? And he ties the game in the 68th minute.
There you go.
Not a lot of danger created from the corner for Halifax today, despite having 5 now. Let's see what they can do this time. McNaughton gets there first. Louis Bellon-Goyette rises away, takes a deflection along the way. Bellon-Goyette, the University of Prince Edward Island's artificial turf field. Josh Hurts now on the ball. Verhoeven. Bustos, is he onside? If he is, that's the go-ahead goal. Marco Bustos, his first with Pacific. Flag stays down. And Pacific on top. Time running out for Halifax. In the 85th minute. Good run from Mateo Restrepo. Left-footed cross and a collision, and the referee's going to award another PK. Sano and Worth, 86th minute for the tie. You bet, 2-2. He's been in this situation before, has the 33-year-old from Newmarket, 56 caps. For Team Canada, a dual Canadian and Dutch citizen. Spent 16 years, 16 through 19 with Vancouver Whitecaps at left fullback. Here it is. Tries to go for goal, trying to curl it inside the near post. Beaulieu, fantastic recovery after a big error. And there is the final whistle. 2-2 the draw. Where have you heard that one before?
I was disappointed in how we conceded the goals. In particular, the second goal. I thought we had enough time to close it down and be a little more aggressive in taking away the space. But at the end of the day, I can't be critical. They fought all the way to the end, fought themselves back into the game, got the penalty. You know, without playing any games, I really didn't know what they're supposed to look like as a team. But there were some very good moments, and of course there were some indecisions, which is normal.
I think we can be the best trio in the league. Especially today is a good test because we play against good young midfielders. So it was a good battle, and I think if we work hard and we give everything, and especially if we talk to each other, make sure we have we're all on the same page on the field, we can be a very, very good midfield.
Oh, collision in the box as Jason Beaulieu comes out and collides with the Forge attack. Love another look at that. Awua not afraid to get stuck in. Paulo Sabak delivers from the penalty spot. Forge take a 1-0 lead on Halifax. So work there with Novak. Awua again. Chance of swinging over the left foot. He does. Oh, gets all the way to Becker, then to Cadell Thomas, who lets his shot go, but he's stopped by Beaulieu. Who's then taken off again. Here comes Halifax up the right side. Corey Bent looking for Garcia. Does well to get him the ball. Garcia does well to get his foot on it and put it past Tristan Henry. I said they were comfortable playing from behind. They just needed to find that equalizer, and they found it.
We wanted to try to get the balls into the channels behind them, get them turned around and see what happened. And Alec came on, his first pass was so well weighed. And once again, it's Akeem. And great running off the ball, very good finish. The whole sequence was really nice. I was hoping for a little more of that, but we ran into a little bit of some fitness issues.
With a pair of solid draws on the board, the Wanderers went in search of a first win against Cavalry.
Tonight, aside from Halifax, test themselves against the spring and fall champions. After proving midweek they were good enough to split the points with the North Star Shield winners. Would love to deny the spring and fall champions of 3 points here tonight. Boscovich swings in a long ball with his left foot, gets all the way to Dean Northover, does it well to get to Nico Pasquati. Being marked by Matteo Restrepo. It comes to Atakubi, who lets a shot go, but it's palmed away by Beaulieu. Zitor again. Out to Dean Northover, who loves to run. Got Ramprasad defending him. Was able to get it forward for Marcus Haber, who was really pulled over to the right side. He swings a long ball across, just too far for Oliver, but still in play for Cavalry. Mavilla swings it in with his right, has a shot at goal, and it's in the goal. He'll tell you he meant to do it. It doesn't matter how they go in, but it's one on the board for Cavalry. Nathan Mavilla catching Jason Beaulieu off his line and putting the Cavs in front. Rumpersad does well to take the ball off of Boscovich. Can he spring a quick chance for Halifax? Swings the ball in, it gets to Morelli, who gets a header off, forcing Nico Jansopoulos to put a hand on it. Sprung for Marcus Haber, gets away from the defender. Haber with a chance, but Jason Beaulieu did very well to cut down that angle. Does well to fight off Sissoko and keep possession. It's worked over to Adekubi again in the center circle, and now Jonathan Wheeldon at the halfway line. Dean Northover involved there as Matteo Restrepo dispossessed him. Here's Marcus Haber in the box. Looks to send it through to the middle. Gets to Oliver, who tries a cheeky backfield to Pasquati. Halifax deal with it. And it's sent over the bar. Cavalry would like the insurance, and Jordan Brown would like another one to lead this Golden Boot race. Scored both goals in the 2-0 win over Edmonton. Will Marshall with a chance. Cavalry with slightly more possession than Wanderers. Ball does well to come out to Jordan Brown. Not dealt with by Beaulieu. Brown is there, he slips. In the 6-yard box, plays it back for Nick Ledgerwood. Binged around in the box and dealt with by Halifax. Jordan Brown would love that chance back. Mohamed Farsi is a player that's really stood out in the first 3 matches for Cavalry. Starts from the bench tonight, giving others an opportunity and himself a chance of some rest. Can he make an impact in the final few moments here? Cavalry doing well to hold on to the ball. Jordan Brown turns to his left, lets a shot go, and Jordan Brown finds another goal. He should have had one a few minutes earlier, but he makes up for it by scoring yet again at these island games. Still a few moments if they can catch Cavalry out. Was that a handball in the box? Joaquim Garcia delivers, cuts this lead in half. Hashtag from the spot. Will they have time for another one? Shala under pressure. Does get a long ball off. Let's find the head of Kareem. Falls for Jake Ruby, who lets a shot go. It's blocked by Dean Northover. Rampersad with Farsi in front of him. Swings the ball in. It's over the head of both Garcia and Jeffrard, but still in play for Halifax. Into the middle for Kareem. Wheeldon is there to block the opportunity and secure the 3 points for Cavalry.
We were in the game when the second goal scores so late. You're fighting to get something out of the game. We got back a goal, and we had a chance, a sort of a chance or a half chance at the end there, but it wasn't to be. Good team. We played against a good team tonight. Very good team.
Despite some encouraging performances, the Wanderers enter their 4th match against FC Edmonton knowing they needed a result.
Welcome to the University of Prince Edward Island for match number 16 of these island games. Last night in Charlottetown, we saw Pacific win their first match of the tournament, and tonight, Edmonton and Halifax will look to do the very same. Krasnovigensa keeping play alive as ball's worked forward. Joao Morelli. Loose ball to Careless is going to have a go with the left foot. James had to reach, but it was off target. He sends this corner in. Caceres collects outside the area. Chalet watching him closely. Boakai back for Caceres. Appeals for the PK, and PK given as Krasnovigensa comes through and takes him down. Edmonton's first penalty of the tournament coming up in the 27th minute. Oxner, he's going to have to be tough. He was 2 for 3 last year, was Christian Oxner. Facing Tomi Amiobi, and he guessed right and makes the save! Unbelievable again! Nice shot on and a nice save as well, Connor James. Soria. Sarah's trying to be a bit cheeky, and now here comes Halifax back the other way, led by Akeem Garcia. Akeem Garcia! 1-0 for HFX in the 35th minute. All kinds of speed on the counter. Connor James put in an impossible position. And Akeem Garcia now with 3 goals in his 2020 campaign for Halifax. Now Jaffrard forward, Rampersad, Morelli, and Rigi. Careless with some speed joining the attack. Ball through for Morelli. One more, and it puts it on goal instead. And Joao Morelli puts Halifax up by a pair at the end of the first half.
Yes, guys.
One more for the Haligonians before the half, and it comes from Joao Morelli. Halifax on the hunt for 3. Corner played in, headed on off the crossbar. And they nearly got their third. Not sure Edmonton needed a wake-up call, but they are quite fortunate not to be down by 3. Rampersad with a nice touch, Marshall. And now outside for Rigi. Rigi, back post looking for Rampersad, who's on the ball now. In front, Morelli, and that's the brace! Joao Morelli! 2 goals for him tonight, 3-0 for HFX Wanderers. What a delivery, what a finish. And why not dance it off too? You can see DeCarellis is gassed, and you can't blame him. And just good defensive positioning. Zetterberg comes in with a bit of a body check. That opens up for Edmonton. They'll put a shot on goal. They'll break the clean sheet. Marcus Volato-Sagai, it's a really nice strike. Unfortunate for Christian Oxner, who's not had to be too busy. Chalet, Firth, and Louis. We are through the 5 minutes of added time. It was a complete team effort from the Halifax Wanderers. They got the goalkeeping, they got a lot of goals, and they looked very good on defense. Stephen Hart will be absolutely thrilled with that performance.
Come from a loss against Calgary, and it helps the team to build their confidence back. Today was a really good performance, and I think we need to keep going from here. Yeah.
I've said to various people that I think we've put together a nice team. I was, we, like everybody else, we didn't have a lot of time, so there's still kinks that you're trying to work out. But from an individual basis, I knew we had the potential to have a very dynamic team, and we've shown glimpses of it. And tonight we got goals from it.
Halifax's entertaining 3-goal display against the Eddies pushed them up the standings ahead of a clash with York 9.
rally forward. There's Marshall on the run, gets over for Garcia, settles it down. Akeem Garcia. Good opportunity from the two most dangerous offensive threats. Telfer and Aparicio. Do they fancy a shot on goal? Manny does, and Manny scores! What a ridiculous strike from the set piece. Aparicio charges to the bench. And Y9 draw first blood. Sagawa trying to keep him at bay before the ball can come in. We'll go back to an earlier foul. Di Chiara is down, and a red card, a straight red, has come out. What a turn of events in the 23rd minute. Down a goal and now down a man. But Halifax is not back down. Cream again, looking for another good service. Here it is. Chalet goes up, and it's in the back of the net. They do have the stoppage time magic. Omar Cream. A dream comeback from the Wanderers, and that could keep their season alive. Massive, massive goal from Omar Cream.
I mean, we got scored on in the, I think, the 21st, and then someone sent off in the 26th. And I mean, really and truly, they didn't have a lot of chances, even when we were down to 10. And you know, I just felt that I knew Akeem would get a chance. He got the header. And after that, you're just sort of waiting for another opportunity if another one comes along. And Omar took it really, really nicely.
We showed a lot of character. Eh? I mean, we played almost 70 minutes with a man down, and the guys showed a lot of character. And honestly, we deserved that. We did it because we showed a lot of heart, and we worked a lot.
The late equalizer against York 9 would prove to be a crucial point gained as the Wanderers enter their final two matches.
This game is crucial for both. It's the first half of a doubleheader, then there'll be one game for each team remaining coming up this weekend. Some work for this man to do. Not the tallest goalkeeper, standing just 6 feet. Levi's wide open, comes off the back of Shala. Did well to tuck his arms in. Jean-Baptiste goes far post. Jabara's there. So it's a secondary run, done. Oxner swings, misses that ball right on the line. The linesman had a great view of it. Flag stays down. Somehow, some way, that ball stays out. Did that ball cross the line? Ensa, he's behind the line. Too close to call, too difficult to tell. In swinging kick. Far post, who's there? On the volley, Ricci. Why this game means so much. The table congested, 7 of the 8 teams still have a chance to move on. Sabara in behind that back line. He's been a threat, tries to cut it back for Ricci. Lets it run, Kasher deflects. Good chance, Valor, as Master Kasher played hero last time around. Rafa. Jose. Aired. Ball inside the area, Ricci's there, oh no! Well controlled by Garcia. Bent was there. Hossein, right place, right time. Louis, good work through the middle. Garcia! Free kick coming up. Akeem Garcia was not inside the area. It's going to be just, and I mean just outside. DeCarolis deflects it in! Alex DeCarolis against the run of play. Sarnia's own makes it 1-0 Halifax. Continue to keep an eye. Shekabusi. Heavy touch by Sabara. Oh no, giveaway. And punished. Corey Bent. Mistake at the back. And the #1 overall pick, he gets his goal. Done, a little stop and go. Center back getting forward. Ricci in behind the line. Oxner had to be quick. He was, and Oxner gets back into position. Ball played across. Ricci turns, fires. That's better, much better. Ricci has a go from distance. Pantemis punches that away. I mean, that's 25+ yards out. Well hit. Late challenge by Pena. Could be in trouble with the referee here. Completely out of frustration as he chops down Andre the Giant. Card's gonna be given. Well, it is a red. He is sent off. Duyek not messing around. And that's big. The Ox. Ooh, poor knockdown done. Reggie's in. Reggie bends it. Punch clear, Pantemis. Last chance. Even a goal here would do for Valor if they could just get one back. As goal differential could prove to be decisive in a potential tiebreaker. Hundle!
We've played some really good games in this tournament, and I felt we should have come away with a win, and it didn't happen. Today was not our best game in terms of ball possession and ball movement, but we did have a solid counter-attack. And, you know, sometimes that's just the way it goes, and I wouldn't complain about it. I'm very, very, very proud of these players and how they've carried themselves all tournament.
With another 3 points in the bag, Halifax would require only a draw against Atletico Ottawa to advance to the next round.
Forward and Halifax is on, turning and firing. Broken down play almost turned into something magical for the Wanderers. Marshall, left-footed cross in, takes a bounce. Akeem Garcia, the ball got a piece of it, but Garcia just over 15 minutes into this match, and Wanderers take the lead. Atletico Ottawa supporters enjoying their own kind of drinks break at the Senate Tavern as Vinny Martinez soars up. Oxner once again answers the call. Whistle blows, here we go. Peter Shawley hits. Peter Shawley sends it wide, puts it off our camera. Peter, those things are expensive, be careful. Oh, trouble for Ottawa as Rigi picks it up, a little chip, and that could be it for the Wanderers. Take a bow, Alessandro Rigi. His first goal in a Halifax top, and Halifax topping Ottawa right now, 2-0. Stays with Ottawa, Cabra. Falls for Ben Fisk, he's gonna have a hit. Oxner once again. He's been a brick wall today, the 11th shot for Atletico Ottawa, the 5th on target, 2 in this second half, 3 in the first half.
Feels good. I think we put the performance together to deserve to. So, you know, especially when we came back and we fought against York, we thought the soccer gods would have our back, and you know, I think they did the last few games too.
We all needed more time as coaches. We always want more time, but they've come together well. And what's been impressive is the way the bench has responded. Disappointed when not selected, which I like, but not moaning and moping about it. They go on, they do a job, and they do it as a team.
The Wanderers' 12-point performance in the first stage had many around the league tipping them as a dark horse entering the second round.
David Edgar rested in that 6 matches. Crutzen and Edgar provide consistency at the back for Forge as well. Ashley Janssen runs himself into trouble. Here's Morelli to Garcia, and in! A mistake! Well, they got away with it once. They're not gonna get away with it twice. And Akeem, the dream, it continues. 4th minute, 1-0 Halifax. He's quick to it. Short corner kick comes. Tissot, far post. Dunstan's there. Ruby got there first. Ruby with the block as well. Oh, comes off his head. Penalty given. A blemish on Ruby, but unfortunately so. Probably shouldn't have been. It's Paulo Sabak. 1 for 1 from the penalty spot in this tournament. They get 2 for 2, and we're level 1 apiece. Strepo forced to go back to Sissoko. Strepo. Cisse missed. Represad just high. Ball played long. Balbinati gets there. Oxner came out. Balbinati! Oh, how did that stay out?
I thought, you know, we did enough. In first half, we had some chances that we should have taken, and then in the second half, we got into some good situations, but just wasn't ruthless enough.
With a point on the board against the defending champions, Halifax prepared to meet first-round winners Cavalry.
It's another Canadian Premier League Super Saturday right here on One Soccer, and we're at the midway point of the group stage. With Pacific eliminated from finals contention earlier in the day, the opportunity is right there for the taking for one of these sides. Cavalry, with an opening 3-1 victory, they're on 3 points in the group stage, and with a win today, well, that would send them into another cup final. They face Halifax Wanderers, a team coming off a 1-1 draw, and a game they should have come away with much, much more. When it comes for Cavalry in this tournament, has dealt with so many injuries, yet they continue to find a way.
Yes, Tommy's been very gracious with his time. I actually texted him the other day saying, listen, there's been 7 changes in your lineup from previous games in the first round. He's like, well, that's what depth does for your squad. That's what we have, and that's what we pride ourselves on. And he always says people step up at the right times, and that's culture in a team.
Wheeldon Jr., 41 years of age out of Liverpool, is foul committed right here. Jay Wheeldon sloppy in that challenge, taking down the danger man at this tournament in Akeem Garcia, and an early caution for Wheeldon as well.
You're going to look to see them actually try to get in Garcia's head, take him off his game early. That was just a late tackle, to be fair, but they will definitely try to get Garcia lacking his confidence, which works so well for him.
5 goals leading the way in this tournament for Garcia. He's been outstanding.
He really has. He's a signature way of scoring as well, so we'll see if we'll see it today.
Morelli to take this set piece, plays it into the area, goes long, back across, and an early chance falls to the aforementioned Akeem Garcia. Just can't put that header attempt on target. You see some fans in attendance as well. It's great to see they're allowing up to now 100 spectators at UPI Stadium. Zator. Not much time, not much space. Garcia spins through, Wheeldon takes him down, penalty. Well, why not? That's a second yellow already for Jay Wheeldon. He is off here in the 12th minute.
It applies in a different way, and it was in the box, and had he not had his hands on him, the referee's always looking at what could have happened at proximity to goal.
So it's Akeem Garcia from the spot. Garcia in! Akeem the Dream Garcia! It continues, 6 goals at the Island Games. He's leading the way. Zator already has a headed goal at this tournament, scored in the first game, the first goal of the Island Games against Forge. In swinging kick goes to the far post. Ball's knocked down, Zebi. Back to Zator. Zator likes his chances. Can't beat Oxner near post. Right idea, because the ball can really deflect, come off anything, really could have troubled the goalkeeper.
Yeah, right idea, whip it in, you know, to your point, take that opportunity to bounce it off somebody for an unexpected rebound. Just didn't have enough on that one.
Set pieces, Cavalry will look to take full advantage here today. Another mistake at the back, Hernandez. Just run off the ball. Shell and Jaffrard have been so good together, some miscommunication. That ball played through Morelli, stays onside. João Morelli around Carducci. Carducci makes contact, penalty given. Double trouble for the Cavs. So Morelli's gonna try to finish what he started. He's already scored a penalty goal at these Island Games. Morelli. Whoa, well, it wasn't pretty, it wasn't quick, but it beat Carducci. Goal number 4 of the tournament for João Morelli. In Charlottetown, incredible just that number going through the roof. We knew that there would be mistakes in this tournament by virtue of no preseason. Bent. Akeem Garcia is forward, so is Morelli. Bent spins Farsi inside. Good recovery by Simmons, well hit. Carducci punches that over. Strepo, good ball, Regi. Northover came into Mark. Morelli hits. Good effort from João Morelli. Atakubi up. Oxner had to be good. He was up for it. Misplay by Bent. Second phase, Atakubi. Plays it into the area. Who's there? Well, Morelli is. To Farsi now. His chance to play it inside the area. Diving header, far post. Zator. Good ball. Here's Pepple. Taking it right at Ensa. Good ball across. Mix up in front and Cardova. He finishes. Game on in the 80th minute. Halifax has been sloppy. They've struggled at the back. They haven't taken advantage of having a man up, and look at this, 2-1.
So it's a mindset as well. You can tell Cavalry is all about nothing in behind with their towers in the back. And with Halifax's direct play, that's all they're looking for. It's quite predictable at this time. They need an extra pass.
Louis shot his block. Cream stays on side. Garcia up and over. Dominic Zator usually on the receiving end. Can he provide the service this time around? Zator goes long, flicked on, it's loose, oh my! That fell right on the foot. About a minute to go. Marshall taking out his bag of tricks. Alex Marshall into the hands of Carducci. Last chance saloon for Cavalry. Need to get that ball playing forward. Boscovich.
Referee is going to be looking at his watch, yes.
Do you believe Halifax?
The first half, we did really well. We lost our composure a little bit in the last, I think, about 5 minutes before the half, and I was worried about that because we're a man up, and it didn't make sense getting cards or being in a situation to get cards. So, what we came out with the wrong mindset in the second half, but. I think the last 5 minutes or so we caught back ourselves and started to do the right things again.
We have to go into every game to win. We want to qualify. We think we can, so we're gonna go out and give it everything as we did today.
Other results meant that a Halifax versus Forge final was confirmed by the time the Wanderers played next against Pacific.
It's the Coastal Clash, match 34 in the penultimate game of the 2020 Canadian Premier League season. Halifax Wanderers and Pacific FC.
Those little things Halifax do so well.
Giveaway by Sean Young. Cream looking for Sano getting the start tonight ahead of the 6-goal scorer, Akeem Garcia. Good ball down the side to Bustos. Let's see if he can create. Guero Diaz providing the service. Outside the foot, good ball, good finish. There he is. Better late than never, Taron Campbell. His first goal at these Island games. Pacific supporters will say, where has that been? Certainly capable. Wonderful service by Bustos. Jaffrard. Happy birthday, Louis. 25 years of age. Great ball over the top. Kanumbe, former Montreal Impact product. Back to the birthday boy, Morelli. Goes from distance, that's high, that's wide.
And if Campbell can carry on today, and there's that old saying, to give you a cliche, you're only as good as your last game. If he can carry this on into the season next year, you've got an interesting maybe front two, and Diaz and Campbell. I think he should have done better there. Yeah, I'd say Kaz a better fit personality-wise. I think he really will galvanize and bring together this young group of players. I think he's got a better squad to work with. I think it's a little bit of a cop-out, though.
Good chance here down the left-hand side. Hurd as Pacific does well to move it left to right. Beaulieu spills that back to the goalkeeper.
I don't think, from what I can understand, Silverbauer came to the island and tried to change maybe too many things or didn't buy into...
Sano brings that down inside the area. Flag goes up, he's offside. Was he offside? No, he was not. Whistle may have gone for a handball. I mean, that seems a little bit harsh on Ibra Sano. Baldissimo, good ball, top of the area. Diaz slides through. Service comes over the top. Bustos is there, and it's in! On the mark! Bustos, goal number 4. Far post finish. Pacific 2, Halifax no score.
Another really well-worked goal. Very clean passer of the ball, reads the game exceptionally well. And what's interesting is James Merriman, who coached the under-15 Vancouver Whitecaps Academy team.
The counter's on. Here's Morelli. Louis played that ball. Sano needs to stay on side. Give him an option. He stops his run. Morelli off the post. Unlike most number 9s in this Canadian Premier League, loves to tiptoe that line. He's been more offside more than any other player, but he plays with that kind of threat.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. He just lives on the last man's shoulder. But where he has surprised me.
Bustos to Diaz, make it 3! Giveaway. Well, it wasn't a gem from Gems. Little give and go. Pacific running wild on Halifax. They're not going home without a shout. Bustos over the top, great ball. Diaz brings it down, across, back to Bustos, 4! Scoring goals for fun. He's got 2 on the night.
Wow.
5 for the tournament. Putting on a show, and Halifax saved by the whistle for now. Something special tonight, and for Bustos specifically, you know what he's got his eye on, Terry Dunfield? The Golden Boot bonus. Oh, a giveaway. Poor. Cream. He's got Bent in the middle. He finds him. Oh, it just skipped up. McNaughton got a piece. Louis, good strike, just wide. Followed by our match day coverage inside the bubble as well. And after it all wraps up, an hour-long special, coast to coast, right here on your home for Canadian football. Hurd, good turn, he's been excellent. Campbell, he's got options, here comes DeYoung. Campbell, fires, touch, oh wow, how did Diaz miss? Bustos with the quick free kick to Hurd. Element of surprise, far post, oh, he overcooked it. He overcooked it. He had numbers on the far post, and Halifax just simply not aware.
Nice distance to get up and down over that wall.
Yes. Morelli. Hits straight into the hands of Nolan Worth. Who do you have on the left and on the right? You have Regi, you have Cream, you have Marshall, you have Bent.
I think you've got Regi on the right.
Comes Pacific again, wide open, Taron Campbell. Controls to Blasco, to the back of the net. Slipped Vic, not vintage. They don't ask how, they ask how many. Another Blasco blast and a high five. 5-star Pacific. Bustos hands up at the far post, Beaulieu. Steered that clear. Here comes Cream on the counter. Marshall. Held up.
Still think they're short 1 or 2 players Pacific, but they're getting there. They're getting closer.
It's tough to take that. Doesn't matter if we're in the final. But yeah, I mean, second half it got better. I think Luke Green was good. His first game as a professional. But we could have been better. Some small mistakes that cost us the goals, and yeah, it's hard to finish the group stage like this. But we're in the final. We have to clear our minds and get ready for Saturday.
You know, we made some fundamental errors that cost us the goals. We had just a couple of chances. Who knows how the game would go if you score those? But at the end of the day, you know, you can't give away the ball in crucial parts of the park and expect to get away with it, especially against a team that had something to prove for sure.
Everyone is very excited. We worked very hard. We've been through a lot in Halifax with quarantine, isolation, and I mean, we were the underdogs and now we're in finals, and it's what we've achieved so far is good, but we're not done yet.
The heavy loss to Pacific would be quickly forgotten as Halifax turned its attention to the biggest match in club history.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on a lecture.
Take a bow, Alessandro Regi.
Working on the plot and the scheme, the true style trademark is at the edge of your dreams.
Loose ball, Novak!
One shot for the kill, the breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares, a ball base sky high, check the movement is here, yeah. It's one heart, one shot, now the future is yours, go!
Forge are on top.
Giveaway and punished.
Prince Edward Island, as today we crown a Canadian Premier League winner, a champion from a season like no other. Forge, forever first, last year's champions, positioned well to go back-to-back, a proper mix of experience, quality, and tactical expertise as they face a new rival today in Halifax.
Two real contrasting styles.
Both very watchable, entertaining in their own way. Halifax with so many great attacking players, and Forge very comfortable in possession. Rampersad, that's messy. Chouanier, here is Mo Babouli. Babouli stops. Decides to take it up for Christian Oxner down quickly. Ball pops straight up. David Edgar got a piece. Henry gets a piece. The ball's loose. Referee allowing him to play. Marshall, far post. Oh, Akeem Garcia had a step on Kyle Becker. Game just slowing down a bit. It was a frantic first 25 minutes. Last 15, much slower pace. Here's Morelli, Rigi. Here's a chance. Restrepo on the inside run. Rigi, crossover, hits, blocked. Loose ball, Garcia into the hands of Henry. No offside was given while protests continue. Halifax wanted a handball.
More or less 3 goals a game, and I think Forge will be the happier side. I agree with.
Babouli across, and an early chance here to kick off the second half. The ball's still loose. Heavy touch by Sabak. Fights his way through Garcia. Good touch, Paulo Sabak to Becker, Rampersad. Great recovery, ball hit across. Corner number 9 of the game. This time goes far post, Oxner just a touch. Babouli keeps it in. Far post, Ashton Yoni Janssen! Babouli gets the ball to far post, plays it across. Oxner, left for waste. His 3rd goal of the tournament from Alexander the Great. Ashton Yoni Janssen gets it. Halifax punished. So the right foot of Morelli, the left foot of Giffard. It is Morelli up and over. Not good enough. Shala just plays that long. Enough of his short stuff to Garcia.
That's
Morelli.
the first long pass I think's connected all afternoon.
Good patience by Morelli. Restrepo keeps that going. Rigi, too easy. Corey Bent. Sissoko, no, never. Garcia's begging for a little bit of service, isn't he?
Yeah, I think the idea was okay. The pass that was on was to Marshall to just step into the space.
Give away, Rampersad. Babouli saw Oxner off his line, goes to Chouanier! Big stop, the Ox! What a moment, goalkeeper to the rescue, Christian Oxner. Tissot takes, tries to catch Oxner, oh my! What has he done? Embarrassment for Oxner as Tissot shock and awe. And the North Star Shield is going back to Hamilton. Maxim Tissot. The Ox immediately becomes the GOAT. A difficult day for the Wanderers.
And what's incredible is his teammates have really followed and backed him up.
From forever first to title defended, Canadian Premier League supremacy forged in Hamilton, defended on Prince Edward Island in a year like no other. The Steel City is the city of champions. It's their island. Forge are the winners of the Island Games.
I mean, I'm really proud of them. The game seemed to be one of those games that was moving towards maybe a set play win, and unfortunately for us, it happened against us. And then in our phase of trying to push to get it back, we gave up an unfortunate goal. I have nothing but respect for the way our players approach this entire tournament and the final itself.
I'm super proud of the whole group. This whole year was not easy, not for anyone, and I think with all the adversity we faced as a team, we've done a good job. We had a lot to prove from last year, and I think we did that.
No, I was surprised at how balanced the game was, I just felt that at that one period that we couldn't get the ball out our end. It was corner after corner. The wind was at the right time, and they used it well. We were defending well, but one little mistake on a secondary ball, and we paid the price.
Yeah, I think the set piece is definitely what set us back in the second half. First off, I thought we did a good job. We got in the game well, and come back out, we wanted to be on the front foot and want to put pressure on them, and I think that's what they did. We gave a lot of set pieces away, a lot of corners, and the one went in. We should have been more focused on those, and in the end, I think they deserve it.
They've been absolutely fantastic. This has not been an easy go for anybody, and I know the rest of the world. We're all in a difficult situation. We're only talking about football, but it was not an easy situation to be in. Not having the support of your families, being locked down for such a long time, and then coming to the tournament and performing so well. It's a credit to them.
Yeah, they defend very well. They're good on the ball. They play good football. They have good attackers, and I think we kept them. We kept ourselves in the game really well today until they scored that goal. And in the final, with the emotions running after a goal is always hard. So credit to them.
The Wanderers returned to Nova Scotia without the trophy they craved, but with plenty to be proud of at the end of a season that saw them go from bottom of the standings to among the best in the Canadian Premier League. Led by Hakeem Garcia's Golden Boot-winning season and backstopped by Goalkeeper of the Year nominee Christian Oxner, Halifax proved themselves to be difficult to play against and lethal on the counterattack. The disappointment of their loss to Forge in the final will provide Stephen Hart's men with plenty of motivation as they look to take the next step and claim their first North Star Shield in 2021.